Hello again everyone, Vanguard of Valor here, and welcome back to another episode of FTL's Advanced Edition here on board the VSS Elemental, our Lanius Cruiser Type A. Now this thing has been doing pretty well for us so far, but right about now things are starting to get pretty nasty. We've made it halfway through the game, and we're starting to run into some serious firepower problems. The enemies we're facing off with are giving us a serious run for our money a lot of the time here, and hard mode is meaning we have very little money to recoup our losses. We kind of want to try and find ourselves a way to protect against early game damage. If we can get a cloaking system, that would be great. I don't know if you can even get one on this ship because of the fact that it has a hacking system which also has an activatable ability, but I guess we'll keep going and find out. There's not a lot of options to where we can go here in the civilian sector, so let's get jumping and see if we can get things to work out in our favor. We recognize this ship as a well-known slave trader. He hails us, offering us laborers for cheap. Alright, we're going to attack that slaver scum for sure. Here we go. Now, what we're going to do this time is we're going to start off by trying to beat down their shield system. Interestingly enough, I don't think their weapons can actually hurt us if we can do even 1 damage to them. So, we're going to try and knock down the shields with a hacking drone. Blorp. And ion stunner them. Good. Hacking drone, go. Good. And now we chain laser them in the weapons. If we do even 2 damage to them, it should knock that glaive beam offline like it just did. Perfect. So, that way, they can't actually hurt us, which is exactly what we're looking for. Now we can basically do whatever we want at our leisure. So, we're going to fire some attacks over at the... Oh, come on, that was terrible timing. Over at the shield system and try to get them to move over there, because if we can get the crew in there, we can basically stun lock them with the ion stunner. Oh, come on! Our aim is the worst. Alright, we're going to take another shot here again once we get a chance to recharge. Ion Stunner goes in. Go for the hack. Okay, 1 shot should hit now. Okay, well, maybe not. Maybe not. Go again. Eventually we'll hit the shield system, and somebody's going to go in there to try and fix it. Eventually. There we go. Finally, actually got some damage in there. I'm kind of interested in letting whoever's in there go in to try and fix it, because once they are in there, we'll be able to stun murder them. And they offer us a slave as tribute. Well, I'd love to get another crew. Right now we need fuel and we need scrap really badly. So I'm not going to accept that offer. We're going to murder them. And hopefully, we'll be able to get something nice out of it. Now, this should kill them. Goodbye, Pirate Interceptor. And that gives us access to 2 fuel, 2 missiles, and 43 scrap. Now, I'd love to get a crew, like I said, but getting access to that fuel and scrap is a little bit more important right now. Let's come over this way and see what these guys want. We receive a request saying that all of their military ships have been damaged or destroyed during the rebellion. However, there have been reports of a Mantis war camp only a few jumps away. We pledge to do what we can to help, and they give us 37 scrap as well as a quest marker. At the moment, we can't do anything about that, so we might just never go. But at the moment, we do... Hang on, maybe I'll go this way and then come back around like that. I don't really want to go over here. I'll go around this way. Let's jump over here and see what this is all about. At the moment, we don't have a way of actually doing anything with regards to that event. Ooh, that's a big missile. A pirate ship was lying in wait inside this asteroid field and immediately moves in to attack us. Let's turn and fight. Oh boy, and they have a big laser too. The odds of us being able to get out of this easily are looking pretty slim. So, what we're going to do is, we're going to try and just pummel them as hard as we possibly can. We're going to send the hacking drone at their shields, we're going to ion stunner the shields, and we're going to try and hit them in the face and hope we get lucky asteroids or something. Ion stunner, go! Good, and hacking time, go. That should turn off their shields, good. Chain lasers, into the weapons, go, go, go. Oh, perfect! Haha! We got exactly what we needed. Lucky asteroid in the weapons, which made sure we did 5 damage, so everything got turned off. Awesome. That's basically perfect. Could not have asked for better than that. And we broke the helm so they can't run away. And they can't go through the shield system to fix the helm because it is locked. That is perfect. Alright, so we're going to blast them in the engines this time to make sure they still can't run. There we go. They offer us 7 missiles, a drone part, and 22 scrap to surrender. If they were offering us something other than missiles, I would probably take it. But since they're offering us missiles, I'm totally not at all interested. So, we're going to chain blast these guys to an early grave. Nice try there, Pirate Scout. You, sir, are dead. We get ourselves 3 fuel, a drone part, and 26 scrap. Fuel is better, scrap is about the same. Let's head back this way and see if we can circle our way back around there. I'm probably not going to bother even going over to that quest because it literally doesn't help us. We already got what we wanted, which was the 37 scrap for saying yes, we'll do it. We barely have time to register jump completion before our ship warns us of an incoming ship with weapons hot. Alright, these guys, I don't think they can actually hurt us. They have a halberd beam and a single-shot laser. So they're going to board us and trying to give us a hard time that way, but really I think we're going to be fine here, especially since they've now split up, so it'll be even easier to suffocate them. So that's perfect. So we're going to ion stunner them in the shield. There's no... auto-fire that thing. No point in using a drone here because we don't need to waste one, really. And we're just going to try and smack them in the shields for a bit. Oh, I should turn the oxygen off so they suffocate faster. There we go. And chain into the shields. They might be able to turn... oh, come on now. They might be able to turn off our hacking bay before they start to suffocate. No, we're good. They're going into the oxygen, though, so let's start suffocating that up from the other side. And they've gone home. Alright, close the doors. Turn the oxygen back on. There we go. Send you back in there. Speed up our fire rate a little bit. And chain lasers are go, so let's hit them in the shields again. Look at those misses. Our missing is phenomenal. Alright. Chain lasers, go. Once we get up to higher speed, we'd be fine, but they boarded us again. What do you know? Alright, well, let's let them stay there for a second until we get on the doors, then we can murder them. Why do they board us with two NGs? I'm not going to complain. They're going to die really fast, but still weird. Alright, let's hit them in the shields again, since they can't hurt us. There's no point attacking them anywhere else. Let's hit them there so they can't run away. They are trying to get to our ship. Turn off the oxygen so they suffocate faster. There we go. They offer a surrender of 3 fuel, a drone part, and 21 scrap. We don't accept their surrender. We're going to try and get more out of them. The 3 fuel is really nice, and I would be sad to lose it, but I think we'll be okay anyway. And chain those lasers. Oh. Lucky misses. Alright, well, we'll take another shot at the beginning in a couple seconds. We'll be fine here. Go, chain lasers. Excellent. Pirate fighter downed. Now that gives us 1 missile, 1 drone part, and 33 scrap, which is a nice reward. There's a store over there. Maybe we jump straight there and see if we can get ourselves a cloaking system. That would be very nice if we could manage that. What do we get here? The space station here is a traveling merchant who shows us his wares, and he has a cloaking system, yes! Okay, good. He also has another scrap recovery arm, stealth weapons, and a life form scanner. What does this do? Oh, this is like slug system, okay. Stealth weapons, scrap recovery arms, and scrap recovery arm. Now, stealth weapons would be really nice if we're going to buy cloaking with super fast firing weapons like our chain lasers. So we'll buy the cloak, and I want to see if I can get 50 scrap somehow, so I can buy this stealth weapon system. Because if we can get that, that will make us much more effective later on. The only way I think we can get it, though, is if we sell both the emergency respirators and the scrap recovery arm, which we can't do. So that's fine. We'll just have to make do without. So I have a little bit less power to run all these systems now, but having a cloak is awesome. You can actually have both of them, which is cool, because that will make us much more well protected against enemies like anything that happens to have rockets. Like a single firing rocket, we'll be able to defend ourselves against much better now that we actually have a cloaking device. So that's good news. Alright, well, let's jump around a bit and see if we can't make ourselves some more money. We maybe can come back here and buy that later, because there's still some time left. Let's do these. We'll go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 maybe. We might have enough time to do all those jumps. Let's see what we get here. It's a sun! That's not good news. This beacon has been placed too close to a supergiant Class M star. The ship will gradually overheat till we get out of there or die. Pirate moves in to engage us, and he sent something at us, probably a hacking part. He's got 2 hull beams and a basic laser, which is weird. He's going for the engines. Okay, so our evasion's going to be low, but that doesn't seem to matter. He can't hurt us. I'm okay with this. Alright. It's going to take us a while to get through his defenses, but he can't really do much to us, so I'm okay with this. The biggest risk we run here is getting some kind of... oh, and he's blocking our main Lanius moving around the ship. I should move these guys back in the weapons to get that faster firing rate for sure. This ion stunner should disable the Zoltan shields. Oh, we missed. Of course we did. Alright, well, what I was going to say was there's not a lot of flares going on, which is weird. There's one, okay. The flares are probably the biggest problem we have right now, but we'll see how this actually turns out. We'll knock down their shields if we can. Alright, we have a... oh, come on now. In the new system, really? Alright, we're going to try and vent out the oxygen from the cloaking before it burns. We don't need it in this fight anyway, since their ability to hit us isn't relevant at all, but we're going to try and do our best to make things difficult for them. There we go. And not taking damage is a good way to make sure that happens. Come on, fire, go up before it destroys us. Yeah! Just in time. That was lucky. Alright, turn the oxygen back on. So, chain laser time. We're going to go 1 for the... shields again, one for the engines, why not? And they try and surrender, offering us 5 missiles, a drone part, and 21 scrap. I don't need missiles, guys. If you want to surrender, offer me something I need. They try to hack our engines again, but that's fine, because they're dead. Nice try, pirate hacker. So, that gives us access to 3 more fuel, 2 scrap, and 37, or 2 more missiles, and 37 more scrap, which is awesome. Alright, this is actually looking pretty good for our ability to get back there and buy that thing we need. So let's jump over this way, and then we can go back there and check out what they've got for us. And it's a pulsar, ooh. Oh boy, oh, and a big rocket. Sensors go wild as a nearby pulsar is detected. While we're attempting to recalibrate the FTL drive, a pirate sneaks up on our ship, weapons charging. Here we go. Alright, so they have a flak cannon, they have a Hermes missile or larger, and they have an ion stunner. That's pretty nasty. If we get lucky, though, the pulse will disable their shields and we can blast them at high speed in the weapons. If we get unlucky, that's not going to happen, but it normally does about 3 ion damage to shields in one other system. So we should be okay here. I'm going to drone their weapons to give us a better chance at not getting hit in the face. Disable that. We're going to ion stunner them in the shields. No pulses yet. Okay, here comes a pulse. I'm going to hit them in the weapons as hard as we can. There we go. We disabled the rocket, which is which is better than nothing. So, now the ion pulse should hopefully come and give them a hard time. Oh, disabled our weapons, you jerks. The one thing we didn't really want to have happen. Thankfully we can cloak out this flak shot, so that's not the end of the world. Come on, flak shot. Ugh, that's a lot of shots. Alright, chain laser into the weapons, go, go. That's not fun. Come on, game. All those misses. Alright, it disables our something. I don't know what it disabled there. Our shields are still offline, though. Thankfully, it looks like it disabled their weapons this time, so that gives us a slightly better chance here. Hit them in the weapons, try and make sure they can't bring anything else back. There we go. Ion stunner them in the shields. It looks like their shields actually came back online, which is crazy. Wow. Well, we're going to stunner them. Rather, disable them with a hacking tool. Chain laser them. That was a bad choice. Not sure why I did that. They disabled our... not sure. Alright, thankfully their shields are now offline, so we're going to chain laser them through that. And they're trying to surrender, offering us 2 missiles, a drone part, and 16 scrap. We don't accept that surrender, though, and we go for the kill. Alright, next shot should kill them. There we go. Goodbye. Perfect. Ship explodes, even behind 3 fuel, a drone part, and another 34 scrap. Awesome. That's really good for us, actually. Now, we're probably not going to be able to recharge our shields if we stay here, but we're just going to be jumping back to the store anyway, so that's fine, because we can go back here and buy that stealth weapon system, which is what I really want right now. So here we are. Now, I could buy a better med bay, which might not be a bad idea, but buying stealth weapons or another scrap recovery arm would be a really good idea, I think. I think stealth weapons is a better long-term investment, but so is scrap recovery arm. Both of them are so good. Or we could sell the emergency respirators and get both. Get 2 scrap recovery arms. Let's do that. Let's sell the emergency respirators, and we're going to buy another scrap recovery arm and stealth weapons. There we go. That should give us a ton, an absolute ton of scrap gain boost, which is great because we have a big problem with scrap gain in hard mode. And stealth weapons should make us a lot more powerful with our fast-firing weapons while cloaked. So that's good. Costs a lot of money, though. Hopefully we don't regret that decision. Alright. Well, I'll be back in a quick second, and then we'll be able to keep going here. Hang on just one moment. Alright, sorry about that. Let's put power back into our shields. There we go. And we should be able to keep going. Now, those upgrades should hopefully mean we get a lot more money out of our enemies, which would be great. 20% more scrap is very nice, and the stealth weapons should be very useful in the future. It does mean that we kind of don't have as much firepower now as we could be having, because we could have upgraded our cloaking a bunch there, or we could have upgraded like our hacking or our evasion or something else that would be more immediately useful, but I think for now this will be fine. So let's jump away. Let's head over this way, I guess. I could maybe even go over to there. If I wanted to be crazy, I could do those 3 jumps and then try and get out. I don't know if that's worth it, though. Let's just go here and see if we can make it to the exit. Alright. Upon completing our jump, we receive a message from a nearby ship saying, "Greetings and welcome to our beacon. For a small fee, we'll let you continue on your way." But we reject their paltry offer, and they say we'll regret the decision. I'm not sure if we will, but they have some kind of missile launcher, so we very well may, depending on how good their accuracy is. So, we're going to lob a disruption drone over at their shields. We're going to prioritize knocking their shields out first. We're going to ion stunner them in the shields. We're going to dodge this incoming first rocket. 92% evasion. Didn't fail me there. Great stuff. And we're going to go for the stun. Fire the chain lasers at the shields. Yeah! And it's on fire. That's perfect. Alright, it's going to make it hard for them to get in there. They're going to lose their shields in a hurry, and then we should be able to knock out their weapons now that they're not anywhere near as well defended. Please don't hit me anywhere important, Rocket. Okay, you hit the cloaking. It's annoying, but not vital. Plus the fire in there should keep giving them a hard time until they can actually get a chance to fix it. So, we're going to run... I want to have that thing fixed. We're going to run Silver over to go fix the cloak. Having a working cloak would be really nice. Especially if it means we can dodge more of their attacks. Alright, hang on a second. Stop those chain lasers for 1 second here. And they hit the oxygen, that's fine. We missed, but they burned out the shields, so we can damage them a little bit. And unfortunately, we brought that thing back online. Oh boy. Ion Stunner the shield system to prevent them from repairing it super quickly. There we go. Chain laser, chain laser. Oh, they got a shot off. We should be able to cloak. They send a frantic message saying, take everything we have, just don't kill us. For us 4 fuel, 2 rockets, and 22 scrap. We don't accept their surrender. We do cloak. So they can't hit us. We send Silver back to the evasion. Very nice. They've cloaked again, which is going to make it harder for us. But both the crew are in there as far as I can tell. So the odds of them being able to actually get out and survive are pretty slim. Especially since we can do this now. Goodbye, crew. Did we kill them all? Nope, looks like there was one crew trying to fix the weapons. That's unfortunate. It's going to make it harder for us to murder them utterly. Doink, doink. Are they dead? Nope. Gotta kill them completely. Bye-bye, Pirate Interceptor. Nice try. Alright, the ship explodes even behind 2 fuel, a drone part, and 39 scrap. That's much better than what else we could have gotten. Let's get into that oxygen room and fix that so we don't lose carbon. We're all doing very well with regards to health, too, which is quite nice. We have 49 scrap now, so I think the next best thing we can do is actually upgrade our cloaking again. I'm not sure how likely that is, but we'll see, maybe. Alright. I could also buy more power, which might not be bad, but I think we're probably going to wind up taking power out of our oxygen a lot anyway, since we do that every time we get boarded. So maybe living at a power deficiency is okay for a little while longer? What else would we do? What else would we do? Put our 49 scrap into cloaking, maybe? Hacking, maybe? That extra hack duration would mean we'd be able to knock out 2 bars of shields with 1 hack, which would be quite nice in the future, but for now I don't think we need that. Getting extra cloaking would be nice for giving us that survivability and getting the ability to get our weapons going earlier on, but I think, honestly, we just need to get ready to hit people in the face harder. So I think we're just going to save our money for a little bit, and then we'll see what else we can do with it later. So let's go over this way, head away over to the exit, and see what happens. What's going on here? The distress beacon is coming from a civilian ship. It appears it's being chased by a pirate. Alright, we power up our weapons and engage the pirates. Ooh, that's a lot of bombs you've got there, friends. And you're probably going to be boarding us in a second. Alright, so we're going to immediately send Tin over to the doors to protect us. Oh, hello, what do you know? Alright, well, that's basically exactly what I hoped wouldn't happen. If we can at least drain the oxygen out of the room before everything kills him, turn off the oxygen generation. That should drain it quicker. We need to get you out of there. Open this door so you drain energy from both of those rooms. We need to keep the door system intact so we can use it to harass these guys later. Perfect. Now we go back in here, close the doors, and you're locked out. Now we can suffocate them on this side. We're going to ion stunner them in the shields, obviously. We're going to send a drone at the shields, obviously. And then we're going to try and blast down those bombs before they can do too much to us. So there comes a first bomb and a first laser attack. That bomb hits an empty room, so that's fine. Alright, we go for the hack. We get down 1 shield bar, then we'll go and hit them in the face again. Oh, here comes another thing, so we're going to cloak this. And we're going to hit them twice in the weapons, if we can. Nope, nothing in the weapons at all. Lots of missing. Great. Alright, so we need to keep suffocating the crew on board our ship so they can't get anywhere important. And we need to get ready to hit them again. They've teleported 1 crew home, which is fine. That actually means we're probably going to be able to kill Luan T here. Ion Bomb comes in and hits us in the weapons. Of course it does, you jerks. Of course it hits us in the weapons. They seem to have, like, changed the odds of those things hitting something important. Because they hit us in the weapons all the time now. They've knocked out our radar, that's fine. They're going to be in our helm soon, though, which is not fine. Carbon should be able to kill him, although he's going to start suffocating soon. We no longer have the suffocation blockers. They really want to blast that room with stuff. Unfortunately, until we get our weapons back, we can't do anything else to them. Here comes another small bomb. A can't afford to move out of the helm either, because they're gonna wreck our day if we do. Alright, he teleported back home. We're gonna turn on the oxygen, close all the doors. You're gonna come back over here and start trying to get this thing running faster. Alright, turn on the uncharged chain lasers, because this game's a jerk. Does ionizing them actually turn off the chain effect? Oh, that's vicious. Alright, we're gonna cloak now so they don't hit us with anything else. They've ionized our shields 1 bar, but that's fine still. Alright, power into evasion, please. We can't activate our hacking system because it's broken, so we can't rely on that. We have to actually hit them with the ion stunner for us to be able to really do anything to these guys. Go. They're gonna run out of bombs quickly, thankfully. That's the blessing of them having 3 bomb weapons. So that's not so bad. They boarded us again somewhere. They boarded us in our healing bay, so we're gonna send Tin back down here. And we're gonna open this, so they have to start suffocating in there. Good. Bombs missing left, right, and center. Ionizing our weapons, the jerks. Alright. Chain lasers are ready. We're gonna fire them at the weapons again, try and take out some of their firepower. There we go. They're gonna run out of bombs eventually, but I don't know if eventually is gonna be soon enough. Turn the power off there. Let's just dodge this bomb to make sure they don't hit us again. Okay, we can turn the Ion's Thunder back on, so that's good. And they're going for our cloaking this time, so we're gonna take a shot at them this time in the shields. Not that it really matters, just to get that chain laser speed up. There we go, we actually got a shot through, which is surprisingly enough too. Okay, so somebody's in there. Don't know how many people there are in there, but they're attacking us. Attacking our cloaking. Now they're not. Now they're trying to get into the helm. So if we can suffocate them... Oh goodness, there's 2 of them in there. Game. Come on. Alright. These guys are not going down easy. So we're going to chain... or either ion stunner them there. They must be out of bombs or something though, because I haven't fired in a while. We're going to run Carbon somewhere maybe safe. I don't know if there's anywhere safe left on this ship. We're going to turn our... Is there anywhere we can go that's safe? That's not safe. We're going to hit them in the weapons again. Ionized our weapons, you jerks! Alright, at least their weapons are broken now. So, there we go. They're trying to go back. That's fine. We're going to turn our oxygen on, because that shouldn't affect those rooms which are all vented. They've teleported back home, I think. So we should be okay to head back across, although we might suffocate a little bit. We're going to close all the internal doors. Ugh, suffocation damage is the worst. Alright, get you over there. We need to get our weapons recharged, but for now we might as well go fix things, because it doesn't make any difference. All their stuff is broken. Carbon can go back in the helm, give us that dodge chance again. Turning on the med bay in case we wind up dead here. Oh man. Vicious. Alright, they've almost turned back on the chain lasers. It does. Ionizing out the chain lasers turns them all the way back to the beginning. That is awful. Alright, well, we can turn this on. Thankfully, we set the weapons on fire there, so they're in a bit of trouble. And they have no med bay, just a cloning bay. So if they die, they're going to be in trouble. And they won't choose to go into danger just because they have a clone bay. So that's good for us. We're going to come over here, speed up our attack speed a little bit. Alright. Awfulness. So, Ion Stunner into the shields, please. I'll put a power in the drone bay so we can use that as well. We missed. Awesome. Degenerate those shields a little. And fire twice to kill that stinking mantis. There we go. He might come board us now that he's weak, though. Thankfully, we set the room on fire, so that's good. That'll make it easier for us to kill them. They do have a Rockman in here, so they might be able to fix those weapons at some point today, but we'll have to wait and see what happens. Now that Ion Stunner is going to give us another chance to weaken them. Unfortunately, it missed, so we're going to fire more chain lasers at the shields. We got to weaken those shields as much as we can, so that way they can't constantly be okay. Alright. They're trying to fix the shields pretty fast now. We should be okay. I think we've taken all the damage we're going to wind up taking from this fight, which was already way too much. Look at the misses, which is ridiculous. Alright. Doesn't matter where we aim now, we should kill them. There we go. Goodbye, pirate aggressor. That was awful. So, the pirate ship breaks apart and we hasten to contact the civilians, getting 2 missiles, a drone part, and 28 scrap. The civilians were a science vessel. They thank us for saving them and offer us a reward of 2 fuel, a missile, and 33 scrap. Awesome, we needed that really badly. So that'll let us buy much needed repairs. It looks like we have time to go exit here, then back to the exit, but we'll see exactly what it looks like when we get to the next jump. Now here, I think we're going to buy ourselves increased cloaking, perhaps. or better engine power so we can evade a little bit better. I think we need at least this much evasion, at least 5 bars. This is like my normal minimum, and I've been playing with 4 this entire time. 45% evasion is pretty good. We want to make sure we can actually keep it there. Alright, and with 51 remaining scrap, I might hold on to that a little bit longer, because I can't really buy and upgrade something at the same time right now. Maybe I should get better doors, but for now we'll make do. We'll jump over to the exit and see what we can do from there. We've arrived at the long-range beacon. When the FTL drive is charged, we can jump to the next sector. We receive a message from a small convoy. They're looking for some military supplies and are offering to try to improve our reactor in exchange. So they're offering 2 missiles and 3 drone parts for a free power bar, which is like 30 scrap value? Well, sure. We make the exchange and their team comes on board to improve our reactor by 1. Thank you. That's actually really convenient. Really very convenient indeed. So, hard to say no to that. It did reduce our drone parts a little bit, which we need, but that's not bad. Alright, can we make it to the exit and then back here? I think we can. The only advance about that far, which is only about that far. So we should be able to make it here, then back to the exit. Hopefully that won't be a mistake. But let's see what happens, and we'll go to the next sector. We detect an automated rebel scout attacking a small refueling outpost. Alright, let's intervene and defend. We get some fuel out of this, which is super good. Detecting the higher threat, the automated ship moves in to engage us, and it's got a fire drone and a beam drone, a heavy laser, and some kind of missile. Alright, well this is actually pretty reasonable. The beam drones can't hurt us unless they get through our shields, which is unlikely. We're going to send a hacking drone at their shields to make it easier for us to get in. Ion stunner them. We're going to dodge this missile, whatever it may be. Probably just an Artemis, but we're going to dodge it anyway. Oh, wrong button. Cloak. Whoo, that was close to a miss. Alright. And we're going to chain at their weapons and hopefully knock those rockets offline. Yes, perfect. Okay, that was exactly what we wanted to have happen. Exactly what we wanted to have happen. So, now they can't really hurt us. They might be able to fix the rockets at some point, but as it stands, they can't... Oh, come on now. As it stands, they can't hurt us. I don't care too much about missing the early chain laser shots, because at least it means that they speed up for later, but it is really disappointing. There we go. Knocked out all the weapons. Sweet. And let's see what else we can do here. Ion stunner. Dunk. There we go. And now we should try and knock out the shields for real, so we can actually get through here more consistently. We just shot their drone and set the system on fire. I don't know if it takes any fire damage. That'll be fun. Will it take fire damage? Will it spread back and make sure it actually does damage? No, it does not. Oh well. Can't win them all. Oh, I should have drained it. Whatever. They're not a threat to us right now, so I'm not too worried about them. Now they kind of are. Wait till see that hits, then we'll drain their shields, and we'll fire again at the weapons, just to make sure they can't do anything to us ever. There we go. Next shot's going back at the shields again, though. Make sure those things are disabled as much as we can. There we go. Next is going at the helm, so we don't miss so much. That would be nice. There we go. Got one shot in there, so at least it reduces their evasion. But the upgrades for the helm are really good compared to what they used to be now. So the odds of us being able to easily smash him in the face just because we've done a bit of damage to his helm is a lot less. You get 80% for a maximum level and 50% for a second level helm, so they're pretty good now compared to what they were. The ship breaks apart and we quickly salvage what we can, getting 2 missiles, a drone part, and 18 scrap, which is pretty paltry, but the outpost hails us after the scout was destroyed, thanking us for the help and giving us 2 more missiles, a drone part, and 26 scrap. No, game, I wanted fuel. Oh well, can't say no to 106 scrap anyway. Let's jump to the exit and then move on. Here we go. Jump to the next sector. We have options of a pirate-controlled sector or a slug-controlled nebula. Going to the nebulas might be a good idea, but again, we have no fuel, and I don't want to get stuck there. At least the pirate-controlled sector might be a little bit less immediately deadly to us in that respect. A few Federation-friendly planets still exist in this sector, but they're continually under attack by pirate raids. This is a dangerous sector, so we'll have to be careful. Alright, we have 103 scrap to spend. What do we really want to spend it on? I think we want to spend it on upgrading our abilities over here, upgrading our cloaking and weapons and our hacking, because that'll make us a lot harder for the enemies to kill. The hacking upgrade will let us take down 2 shield bars with a hack, and the cloaking will let us let us be safe for longer. So that might be a good idea. As of right now, though, I'm not sure what we really need. I'd love to get more weapons, too. I guess we should look at the map first and see if we actually have an opportunity to get to a store. We do not see one immediately. Well, I'm going to go grab a bit more water, because I should have done this earlier, the last time I took a short break, but I didn't realize I had none left. My voice is starting to get a little bit sore, so I'm going to grab that before it gets worse, and then we'll be back, and we'll take on this sector. Hopefully it goes well. Hang on 1 second, though. Much better. Alright, so now we're ready to keep moving. We have 103 scrap. Like I said, I think we're going to hold on to it and see if we can maybe buy something later to make ourselves a little bit tougher. Might be a silly mistake, but we're going to try it anyway and see what happens. Let's jump over here. We only have 3 fuel left, which is a problem. We just jumped into a pulsar, which is also a problem. We arrive to find a pulsar dominating the view screen. We see a small silhouette pass in front of the star. Before we can ponder what it is, warning signals go off and appears a ship in a firing trajectory. Alright, they've mind-controlled our captain. That sucks, but we're going to have to make do. That's 2 burst laser Mark IIs and an ion charge. That's nasty. Alright, well, we're going to drone out their shields. Doink. There we go. And ion stunner the shields. And hack the shields. And... ooh, damage! Woohoo! And chain laser their weapons. 1 hits. Oh boy. Alright, you're gonna go back in there and fix our helm before we wind up dead. All those super lasers coming our way. And we take some more shots at their weapons. Please don't turn off our weapons. Alright, well they only have 1 laser online now, which is better than it was, I guess, but they're gonna hit us with each shot because we have no defenses up. Ow. And we're going to chain laser them again. There we go. Now we've got them disabled pretty solid. Can we do any more damage to them before anything else happens? There we go. They want to surrender, offering us 5 fuel, 5 missiles, and 26 scrap. But you know what? You're going to try and mind control us. I'm going to kill you. And they knock out some of our systems, but that's fine. We're going to make sure they die now. Goodbye, friends. And next salvo kills you. There we go. Goodbye. We're going to send our Lanius to go repair our damaged systems. Ship explodes, giving us 3 fuel, drone part, and 32 scrap, which is quite nice. And then we'll bail on this place once we've got everything else sorted out. We don't really have to be in any hurry to leave, because the ion damage doesn't really do anything. Here we go. Send you back to your position. Send you both back to your positions. Excellent. So, another ion pulse imminent, but our shields are active, so we're actually going to leave. There's a store right there, though, so we're going to go here first and then go to the store after. That could be quite nice. A mercenary here hails us. Greetings, friend. We've heard tell of your quest and are here to offer our valuable services. Are you now? Well, we're here to murder you. Mercenaries are worse than rebels. The only honorable course is to murder them. And that's not hypocritical at all. Not in any way. Alright, so we're going to send a hacking drone over at their weapons, because why not disable them a little bit more? Boink! There we go. And activate that decharge. And then we should be able to chain laser them. And then we should be able to cloak them, so they shouldn't be able to hit us with anything anyway. We only did 1 point of damage, though, which is kind of lame. Thankfully, they only have a Mantis in there to do repairs, but still, game, come on. Alright, here comes the dodge. Dodge time. Cool. And ion stunner, please hit so that I can chain laser them with a bit more effectiveness. There we go. There we go. Knocked off one of the weapons. Unfortunately, the rocket launcher is still online, but we should get another shot before too long. And we hack them so they don't get a chance to fire. And go for the chain lasers again. Oh, look at those misses. Awesome. Chain lasers again. Probably too slow to prevent any damage from the missile. Unless we get really lucky with how it travels. We missed us anyway. Perfect. Alright. Keep chaining them lasers. There we go. There's 1 guy left in there. He might be tough enough to survive our attacks, but odds are he's going to go down eventually. He's a rock man, though, so he's pretty tough. They want to surrender, offering a missile, a drone part, and 20 scrap, but that's nowhere near what we can get just from murdering them, so we're going to murder them. There we go. He has 1 little tiny speck of health left. 15 in fact. Oh no, he's got plenty more friends. We're just going to murder them all. Goodbye there, pirates. Thanks for your help. And in killing them, we get 3 fuel, a drone part, and 36 scrap. Awesome. That totally justifies my actions. Let's go to the store and hopefully buy ourselves some goods with the 184 scrap we've managed to acquire, which is definitely what we need right now. We detect a hub of activity nearby. A large corporation has set up a trade depot and has a number of well-armed ships patrolling. This appears to be a relatively safe place to get repairs. We have an explosive replicator. Ooh, Missile-based weapons have a 50% chance of not using a missile. And the Defense Scrambler, which prevents enemy defense drones from doing anything. We could buy ourselves a Mantis. Next page offers, Burst Laser Mark III, which is a crazy super weapon, a med bay, a teleporter, and a backup battery. Now, if we bought a teleporter and 2 Mantis, that would be pretty cool. Be able to do some boarding in this new mode. See how the clone bays really mess up the boarding strategies. Our weapons, I don't think any of these are a great choice for us. We could get another Ion Stunner and then use them to like cycle lock people down, because we could actually completely prevent anyone from acting with 2 Ion Stunners. With a 5-second stun time, 2 of them, and a 10-second recharge on both of them, it'd be pretty easy to do. I don't know though. There's a couple questions here. What do we want? That's the first one. What do we actually want? A med bay might be nice, so we don't have to constantly rely on people just not dying. But I don't know. The burst laser would be nice for later in the game. Then we could run both chain lasers and the burst laser and just have a lot of firepower every so often. But I don't know if we can justify buying this right now, because it doesn't help us with our immediate problems. The backup battery would be nice to get more power, but then you have to rely on not having it for a long time. The crew teleporter gives us the opportunity to get more crew, which would probably be good, but then we need to buy the crew to go with it. It's 110 to get both of them and 90 to get the teleporter, so we can't buy 2 Mantis crew. So buying a teleporter isn't the best option for us right now, because we don't have anyone to man it. I don't know. What else could we spend this money on? I'm going to spend some of it on repairs. We're going to repair ourselves up to at least half health, because we need that. That leaves us with only 160 scrap. At that point, we could buy like the backup battery just to have it and try it, and a burst laser, and then we could spend a bit of money on ourselves. What else do we want to buy though? We really want more fast-firing weapons to go with this set. We could also buy ourselves more cloaking power and hacking power to make ourselves tougher, which would probably be a very good decision at this point. Buying ourselves an extra crew wouldn't necessarily be a bad idea, because we've been having a hard time with crew all along. Buying a med bay wouldn't be a bad idea either, because we've been having a hard time with people murdering us and having no way to really deal with borders all the way through the game. I don't know. This is a tough spot here. What do we get? I think we get the Ion Stunner, because that lets us do the Ion Juggle, which is pretty vital for us being able to actually kill enemies in the later game. So we do that, and we'll probably leave everything else, because we're going to need most of our money for this and this, so we can actually run the thing. That leaves us with 20 more scrap. So that leaves us with a pretty interesting combo, the ability to actually knock down higher level shields, and I don't think we can afford to do anything else. It sucks to have to burn our money like that, but I think we need it. Alright, we arrive to see a small fleet of NG ships targeting us with a message. Piracy results in negative societal impact, not permitted. We assure them of our honest intentions and they allow us to pass. Thanks, NGs. Distress beacon over there, let's go check that out. Eventually, anyway. We jump into a sun first, lovely. This beacon has been placed too close to a supergiant Class M star. The ship will gradually overheat until we get out of there or die. A pirate, oblivious to the danger of the sun, moves in to engage us, and they have big missiles. Thankfully, we can dodge those pretty safely, but they do have big missiles. So, we're going to start the Ion Stunner combo here. And we're going to see what we have to do. I don't really want to burn a drone on them, because we have this Ion Stunner combo. So what we're going to do with it is we're going to send a hacking drone at their weapons. Keep them from being able to easily attack us with all that firepower. So, run the hack. There we go. Here's a hit. Ion Stunner auto-fire again. Chain lasers are ready. Oh, I missed. Oh well. So, we're going to fire them at the weapons this time. Not that it really matters. Oh, we set them with fire too. Could not ask for better than that. Could not ask for better. Here comes the shots. We cloak those out with 100% evasion. No chance of any problems there. The Ion Stunner combo should be happening here. Solar Flare is incoming. We have 3 shields active, so that's fine. Lay down some more fire on them. They no longer have shields active, so that fire wrecks them. It sets our shields on fire, and that's okay, because we can just vent the room, and that'll go down pretty quick. Ion Stunner combo should keep them disabled eventually. It's very slow, but it gets the job done, which is fine with these chain lasers, which are a bit slow as well. Going for the helm this time, so they can't... There we go, can't get away. if they decide they want to try. Lay down some more firepower with our super speed lasers. 6 seconds is a really fast charge time. And, ooh, they offer to give us some of their goods if we don't destroy their ship utterly, giving us 2 missiles, a drone part, 39 scrap, and an anti-combat drone. I'll accept that, even if it's just a cell, it's a great reward. And let's jump out of here. Distress beacon it is. What's all this then? Once we arrive at the location of the distress call, a civilian ship hails us, thanking us for responding to their beacon, saying their FTL navigation has gone haywire and they can't plot a course to the nearest depot to get it fixed. We agree to lead them to their destination, and they give us 24 scrap. There we go, we'll take it. Not a great reward, but it's better than nothing. Power back into the oxygen, close those doors. We're going to use some of this money now to buy ourselves a better cloak and a better hacking. We can put power in there as we need it. And the quest ending is actually right there, which is interesting. I kind of don't want to go there right away, though. I want to kind of go around. So let's jump here first and see if we can get something else better. Down to only 3 fuel, though, which is not good. Our sensors have picked up a refugee ship drifting through the system, no doubt one of many fleeing their rebel advance. Doesn't appear to have detected us or is trying to avoid notice. Let's hail them. The vessel is relieved to hear from us. They're running low on supplies and suggest a trade. 10 fuel for 1 drone part. Done. Alright, that fixes our fuel problem. Let's go over here, then we'll check out the quest beacon next. What do these guys have for us? An especially well-armed pirate ship approaches us, saying, "Hand over one of your crew members and the rest of you can go free unharmed." I don't think so. We might be able to get a free crew out of this. Ooh, they just fired a whole bunch of things at us. I'm not okay with this. So, they have a hacking system. They sent a hack at us for sure. They've also probably sent a drone at us, so I'm not super keen on that either. We're probably going to send a drone at them. Double ion stunner, chain laser while we're cloaked. So, if we try something silly here, how are we going to manage this? Turn off the oxygen to power this. We'll turn off the medbay to power this. We're going to fire the hacking drone at their shields, and we can turn them off entirely without using the ion stunners. I don't know. We'll see about this. We'll fire this. Wait until these things get closer. Oh, there's the hacking. Looks like it's going for a medbay, so that's fine. Where's that other thing? Okay, that looks like a fancy drone of some kind, and I'm not okay with that. So, we're going to cloak here, I think. Yes. Cloak there. That'll give us some more time to charge up our gear. We're going to activate the drain so that we can stun the drone control, and then we can chain laser them once that's done. I don't know if this is going to work, but we're going to try it. We're going to activate the hack, which should drain them down below all the bars that they've got. Now we send the chain lasers at their weapons, and the ion stunner at the shields and at the drone control to turn off this thing. I don't think we disabled him. Unfortunately, they have too many other drones. But we did knock out their weapons, and they've managed to ionize their shields. So we're going to do this and this. No, we're not going to do that. That's silly. We need to rely on actually hitting them here. Thankfully, they're just trying to ion intruder our radar. He might actually be offline, I can't tell. We're going to ion stunner them in a second, though. Like so. No, they got our radar. Okay, that's fine. He's going to doors next. That's not relevant. We're going to smash their weapons. There we go. Next shot's going to drone control, though, so they cannot keep doing that to us. The ions should be able to handle this, no problem. They're going to come to weapons soon, though, so we need to hit them in the drone control right now. There we go. They try and surrender and give us a mantis named Nathan with repair skill. That's like the worst we could possibly get from them. A repair mantis. A mantis wouldn't be a bad option for us for later, though. I shouldn't keep saying no to all the crew that we get offered. Because we're gonna need some more later anyway, even if it's just for boarding in the end. I don't even know how effective boarding in the end is going to be, though, because they've changed the flagship quite significantly, so boarding is no longer the best strategy. We're going to say surrender is not an option, and try and fight them like crazy people. So, there we go. Hit them with that, chain those lasers, we're going to blast them in the drone control again to make sure that they cannot keep doing drone shenanigans at us. There we go. And now they're in trouble. Chain lasers again, this one should probably come around to kill them pretty soon. There we go. And the last shot of death. Goodbye there, Pirate Disruptor, you are destroyed. So that gives us a fuel, a drone part, and 56 scrap, which turns into 67 scrap with all of our massive bonuses, so that's awesome. Put power back in the ship. Interestingly enough, that ion drone immediately explodes. And we're going to go send Tin to go repair this. I should go send Silver, too, to get him some extra repair experience. Maybe he'll be able to actually level up. And then he won't be so slow all the time. Did he get any experience? Doesn't look like it. Looks like it went to Tin. Alright, send them back to their stations. And we're going to probably buy ourselves some more power with this. If we can run these things all the time, that'll be much better. Buy 2 power bars so we can actually run these systems at full power regularly, and we can use that hacking bar in the engines if we need it, or we can use the oxygen bar in the engines if we need it. That looks much better. There's a quest beacon right beside us, so we'll go check out what they want. Hopefully they just want to give us free loot. Shortly after we arrive, the ship we were escorting jumps nearby. They thank us for our help and offer us a fuel, a missile, and 54 scrap as free loot. What do you know? Alright, that gives us 90 scrap, which we're probably going to spend immediately as well, probably on more cloaking. Being able to cloak for longer will make us much more powerful with this junky weapon loadout, because it will give us the chance to really start firing a little bit easier. I think that's our best course of action right now. So we go for the cloak power, there we go, and we jump over here, see what's at the exit beacon in a second. Jump into an asteroid field, as it turns out. We arrive at an asteroid belt to discover that a rebel automated scout has been stationed here, and they have no shields, which is interesting, so we're going to activate our cloaking for sure there. That's an interesting enemy for us to be facing right now. They have no protection against the asteroid storm that they're in. Those are always my favorite. Alright, they're going to get an alpha strike off at us most likely, or not. Where's that rocket? There it is. Alright, I wish they could fire a little bit sooner, but we're going to cloak now. There we go. Safely dodged everything they can throw at us. And we're going to start harassing them because they can't do anything about it. So why not? They're starting to take hits already, and we're still cloaked out, so we're perfectly fine. Knocked out one more of their weapons. Chain those lasers. There we go. They can no longer dodge, although we didn't quite knock out the rocket like I'd hoped. There we go. That's enough. Now we got it. Now they've cloaked, so it'll probably come back online, but it's going to take a little bit of time for them to be able to do anything else with it, and our cloak's going to be ready again soon too. They're also taking damage from the asteroids because while we can't target them, the asteroids only have a 40% chance of missing while they're cloaked, which is still pretty good, and apparently good enough to hit that helm every time. Awesome. Alright, if they fire a missile at us, we're just going to dodge it, so that's fine. There it goes, dodge. And they're dead anyway. Goodbye, Auto Scout. Alright, we were really, really close to death for a long time, but now we're doing great. Ship explodes, leaving us 2 missiles, a drone part, and 45 scrap, so we'll take that, and we'll jump to the exit. We might even get another double jump there and back before we have to leave. We'll see, though. We've arrived at a long-range beacon, and when the FTL drive is charged, we can jump to the next sector. We find a black market hub here, where we receive a message saying that these are dangerous times. If we have any extra military-grade explosives, they'll gladly pay us for them. Well, we have tons. I'll sell you 15 missiles for 45 scrap, no problem, which actually gives us 54 scrap, because evidently they're not very good at math and got the numbers backwards. Now, if we jump over here, are we going to be able to jump back? About that far? It's going to be pretty close. Let's see. Let us see. If we are jumping... Let's see. If we're jumping about that far... The next jump should go to about there. So I think it is safe for us to go here and back. So before we do that, we might spend a bit more money. Since we have another 111 scrap suddenly to spend. What do we want to spend it on, though? Maybe better level hacking again, just to make sure that that isn't as powerful as it can be? Because that is pretty good when it's at highest level. That or more evasion might be nice. Or upgrading these systems at long last might be nice. Alright, you know what we're going to do? We're going to upgrade our piloting sensors and doors once each, because that means that we are no longer likely to destroy our piloting if it gets mind-controlled. We can actually see into the enemy ships for a change, and we have a bit better doors if we get boarded all the time, which has been consistently happening this run. So let's jump over this way, then jump back to the exit, and then boogie out of here. So what's this all about? What appears to be a civilian ship sends a friendly hail. As we approach the vessel, we detect a teleporter signal, but it's too late. Intruders have beamed aboard, and they've all beamed into our medbay, which is actually fine by me, because I'm just going to suffocate and murder them again. And now we have upgraded doors again, so they're even harder to get through, and we're going to suffocate this room before you even go into it, you silly fools. Alright, and you're going to go into there, so we're going to suffocate out that room before you even go into it, because you're still silly. Turn off the oxygen so that vents. Close the door there to make sure they don't get out. There we go. Very nice. They're already suffocating pretty fast, although they're going to get into here no problem, no doubt. Yeah, okay. Well, we can keep suffocating them. Shouldn't take too long. There we go. And they're trying to go in different directions now, which means they're all going to die. Goodbye, boarders. Close the door. Nice try. Turn on the oxygen again, and we're laughing. Too bad we didn't get anything out of that, but whatever. Whatever. So we're gonna jump back to the exit, which we can... Oh, goodness, can we even make it to here? I hope so. It looks like we can. Just barely make it without getting overrun. Do we make it? Yeah! No interceptions. Fantastic. So we're gonna jump on to Sector 7. Oop, wrong button. The different layout is kind of confusing for me still. Alright, we're jumping to the next sector, and we have two options, Uncharted Nebula or Zoltan Controlled. Well, we could go to an Uncharted Nebula. We have got plenty of fuel now. Zoltan Controlled, though, we have double ion stunners, so the Zoltans are not that scary. I think let's go here. Zoltan Control will have more shops for us to buy good things at if we want to as well, so that might be a better place for us to get weapon replacements. We arrive here in Zoltan space, and from what we've heard, they anticipated the coming war and made preparations to hold their borders. Alright, however, we're going to end this episode here for now. Thanks for watching, everyone. This has been Vanguard of Valor, playing through FTL's Advanced Edition on the VSS Elemental, with our 3 crew, Carbon, Silver, and Tin, who have lasted us through all this mess. We're finally getting more powerful to deal with the new enemies in this stronger difficulty, hard mode. But you'll have to wait and see what happens next time. Until then, bye-bye.